Hi, this is Mrs. Shockley and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about beautiful books that I've been inspired by. I started reading blogs in 2014 and the blogs that I follow are The Simply Luxurious Life, The Daily Connoisseur, The Enchanted Home. So there are quite a few blogs that I follow. The blog world has been very inspiring to me. Living here in Indiana, there's not many women who share the same interests that I do, so it's been a lot of fun and it's been very interesting meeting other women and reading other blogs and just getting to know a lot of other people in other states who share the same interests, who are interested in antiques and decorating and shopping, and it's just been a wonderful experience to me. So in today's video, I'm gonna share a few books that have inspired me. A lot of these books were mentioned in other blogs. So like I said, I'm very grateful to the women who do blog. It's so great to see other women who share the same kind of drive and the same interest in being feminine. It's just been a wonderful opportunity seeing all of this and meeting new friends. So it's just, like I said, I've really enjoyed reading other blogs and blogging myself. It's been great. And also watching other YouTube videos. So the first book that I wanted to share is called Style and Simplicity. And this is by Ted Kennedy Watson. And he also has a blog. The next book, this is recently published. This is Paris in Bloom. And this is by Georgiana Lane. And she has a beautiful Instagram account. You guys should check that out. The next book this is La Durée, and I bought this a few years ago and actually has a very beautiful pop-up, and I'll show that later. French Country Cottage by Courtney Allison. She also has a beautiful Instagram account, and you guys should check that out. This was recently published also this year. Danielle Rowland's Soiree, Entertaining with Style. This is also a beautiful book and gives you great ideas for entertaining. Suzanne Kaesler, Timeless Style. I think a lot of us follow her also, and I think I just found out that Suzanne is from Indiana, which was wonderful to hear. She lives in Georgia right now, but this is also a great book for inspiration and decor. Kate Spade, Things We Love, another beautiful book, and it's still kind of hard looking at anything with Kate Spade because of her recent death. Erin Lauder, I know a lot of you know that I love Erin Lauder. I've talked about her several times on the blog, and I read this book from cover to cover, and it is wonderful seeing her grandmother's bedroom, Estee Lauder. Lots of inspiration, and she has a wonderful Instagram account too. My Stylish French Girlfriends by Sharon Santoni. Another great muse in the blogger world. She has a beautiful blog and a wonderful Instagram account. I would love to meet her and stay in her chateau in Normandy and do the Broquette tours with her in Paris. That would be a dream come true. And the last book is another Sharon Santoni book, is My French Country Home. This was recently published also, and this is sort of like the sequel to My Stylish French Girlfriends book. These were both written by Sharon Santoni, and this actually goes into details about her home and chateau in Normandy. So now we'll do a quick close-up of the books. Okay, Style and Simplicity. This is a very simple book with lots of great inspiration. Like this page here, Ted goes into description about what inspires him as far as beauty. When the title of this book was proposed, I was thrilled that it had the word beautiful in it. I think beauty is all around us, all the time. We just need to keep our eyes open and be aware of it. And this book is full of other inspiration. This was my favorite. I actually wrote a blog post about this called Naming Your Home, and that's inspiring also. And I call our home East Heritage. There's other inspiration in here, writing letters, knives, ice buckets, and everything is in alphabetical order, handwritten notes, feta, French press, frittata. I actually made his frittata last year for breakfast, and it was absolutely wonderful. So this is a beautiful book. Dish towels, chicken, has roasted chicken recipes. So it's a wonderful book if any of you want to take a look at that or purchase it, or look at Ted's blog for more inspiration. The next book is Paris in Bloom, and like I said, this is a recent published book. I took this with me to South Carolina last year and was looking over it while I was in the airport. And just look at all of the beautiful photography in this book, especially this chinoiserie. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love all of the pictures, the roses. I mean, Georgiana just has a beautiful eye for beauty. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. It's a stunning book and very affordable. I mean, it's just, there's so much in here to be inspired by. So I think this is another great book that will inspire you all. Okay, the next book is Lauderay, and this book I picked up a couple years ago, and it actually has a tie here on the side. And as I mentioned earlier, it has a pop-up, which is very beautiful. And so you take it and you tie it together. And it's really, really gorgeous. How inspiring is that? So I'm trying to keep it tied together. So very beautiful. And it's, I'm not sure how much it is. I think I maybe paid $30 for it a couple of years ago. But in here it talks about the history of Lauderay, goes over a lot of antiques. It's very educational, talks about teas, and artwork. It's a very beautiful book. Talks about crystal, silver, more artwork, royalty. It's a very beautiful book. The next book is My French Country Cottage, and this is another recent published book. And like I said, Courtney Allison has a beautiful Instagram account and also beautiful photography. And she talks about the renovations of her French country cottage that her and her husband worked on. And it's just absolutely beautiful and so inspiring. You can get lots of ideas about how to decorate your home, floral arrangements that you can make, even antique pieces to seek out on your own. So that's my bookmark right there. That's where I am. I use postcards as bookmarks. I think they're nice and thick and beautiful to use. So look at just all the beautiful pages, beautiful photography. It's wonderful. Next book is Soiree by Danielle Rollins. And actually, she was one of the first bloggers that I started reading about. And I actually loved a lot of her photography and a lot of her blog entries about entertaining. It's very beautiful. Lots of recipes. This was one of my favorite parties that she did. I believe it was a tea party. Yeah, her afternoon tea. Very beautiful. And this is another setting of hers that another party, an event that she planned. And just look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. So inspiring. So beautiful. I actually had something marked in here that I wanted to show. Look at that place setting. Someone's photo and their name. How chic is that? It's very beautiful and very chic. I love the peonies, and this is some of the table of contents, the ideas. So, another wonderful book. Suzanne Kaesler, timeless style. And I love how she decorates. And in this, I love how it's broken up. At home, glamour, authentic, chic, organic, relaxed, natural, and classic. All very inspiring. And I love this photo of her with this wonderful bouquet of peonies. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, more inspiring rooms, more ideas for decor. It's one thing I love about interior design and beautiful books like this. You can get all of these wonderful ideas about colors, what kind of drapes to pick out, a lot of things you wouldn't even think to do, like I wouldn't even think to paint that blue, but it's very inspiring. Vanities, how to decorate your vanities, closets. It's just all very beautiful. And like, look at that paint color. Would never think to paint that. But that's the wonderful world about interior design and people who have an eye for beauty. They can inspire you. Kate Spade, Things We Love. This book is mostly about fashion, and it looks a lot like Kate's inspiration board. You know, a lot of designers have inspiration boards, and that's what this reminds me of. I have my bookmarked for this. I absolutely adore this. I don't know why, but I do. I love this black sweater or cape with this giant bee or bug. It's so beautiful. I don't know why I'm drawn to it, but I always have been. But this book is mostly about fashion. And it looks, as I said, it looks like Kate's inspiration board. Very fun book. Erin Lauder, Beauty at Home. Like I said, I read this book from cover to cover, and I enjoyed it very much. I love Erin Lauder, huge fan. And here I love watching my grandmother Estee Lauder put on her makeup. She did it so expertly. Patting on moisturizer, foundation, a little blush on the cheeks to give them a glow, then dusting of powder. That's something I would do. And I've marked all of my favorite pages. I love her chinoiserie wallpaper. It was done by Gracie in New York City. It's one of my favorite things. And I love when she posts pictures of it on her Instagram account. But another wonderful book, and well written too. She goes into details about her childhood and how she was inspired and how they live. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's a wonderful book. Love the blue and white. This is the house. This is actually the dining room in Estee Lauder's country home. And I believe that's in the Hamptons. And this is the master bedroom of Estee Lauder. It's still simple. It's still timeless. You can still have this bedroom now. It's very inspiring. My Stylish French Girlfriends by Sharon Santoni. And she has a wonderful group of friends. I mean, all of her friends are so talented and do so many things. Like her friend here who makes wedding dresses. And even right here, she's beautiful and chic. She has all of these wonderful friends who just are great at making decor. They paint, they write, they own businesses, they have bed and breakfast companies. I mean, just such a great group of friends who do so many wonderful things. And that's what I hope to have in the near future, is a group of friends like this, who all do wonderful things. And so far, so good. I'm making wonderful friends, especially through the Instagram and my blog. I've met a lot of women who can do a lot of wonderful things. So this is a great book, very inspiring also. And the last book is My French Country Home, another wonderful book by Sharon Santoni. And this is her home in Normandy. She talks about a lot of her breakfasts, the summer, her flowers, her garden, her dogs. And it's a feast for the eyes. It really is. wonderful book. Trying to find, I think I had something marked in here. Oh, her dining room table. My favorite. I love it. Well, I hope you all enjoyed those books. Like I said, the blogger work has been so inspiring to me, and so of those books, a lot of those were, references, and a lot of them were mentioned in other blogs as far as inspiration, and a lot of them have inspired me in home decor, recipes, fashion. It's just, the blogger world has just become an elegant space for me to find information that's useful for me to help, create a world that I love and that I enjoy. So I hope a lot of you enjoyed those books. I don't want to make this video too long. It's getting too long already. But I wanted to share a few quick things before I end. I've got some ideas for some of my upcoming videos. I thought about doing a video of some of my blue and white. Another video about the faux arrangements that I've purchased. These were actually mentioned on my blog a few months ago from TJ Maxx. This bunch was only $16.99. Very pretty. More blue and white. So I know I want to do a video on my Louis Vuitton collection. I've got a request for that already. And I wanted to share these beautiful little purse accessories that I found from H&M. A lot of you know that I like to tie scarves to my purses, and these are wonderful little clips from H&M. So I thought these were so beautiful when I saw them online. And look how chic that is. You don't have to worry about losing your scarf. It's attached to the purse, and it's beautiful. So this is the leopard print, and I'll try to link these below, along with some of the books that I mentioned. And this one I love too, with the pink and gold. It just looks very chic and very elegant. And they're only $6.99, which is great. One more find. These choker pearl necklace that I found from New York & Company for only $10. And I just love the way it looks. It's actually a rose gold, I think. And it's very, very pretty. I'm going to try to put it on quickly. But look how pretty that is. It's very nice. So, but I do want to close out my video with another quote. Last week was a little better than this week. So, as far as dealing with rude people, it was a little bit better. We didn't have a lot of conventions, but the summer's here and more conventions to come. But the quote that I wanted to share for this week is, "The most beautiful flowers flourish in the shade." And that really touched me, because what that meant to me was bloom where you're planted, no matter what environment that you're in. Just bloom where you're planted, and always do your best, and always in your job work with excellence, and always just stay in your lane and run your own race. And it can be very hard, especially if you're working in an office full of women who are very catty. Stay in your lane and run your own race. And one more quote. "Certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture your heart." And that's also a wonderful quote too. I hope you all enjoyed today's long video. I'm going to try to shorten that up next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me here on YouTube. And thank you for reading the blog.